Puppet Master action figure, Furby, Spanish Matador Barbie. In this video, we'll take a look at the 10 most disturbing kids' toys part 2. Number 10, Six Finger. As cool as Six Finger may sound, its dark history and eerie reputation tell a different story. Rumors circulated about the toy's true purpose and connection. Was it a tool for spies or a child's plaything? Some people who have owned Six Finger toys claim to have experienced strange occurrences in their homes. Is it possible that this toy was not just a harmless plaything? Adding to its creepy reputation is the fact that Six Finger was advertised as a secret weapon. With its hidden features, it was marketed as a tool for covert operations that could easily be hidden. But what if the toy's true purpose was more evil than we could have ever imagined? As you hold this toy between your fingers, you can't help but wonder what secrets it might be hiding. Is the thing just harmless, or is there something else? One thing's for sure, you'll never look at Six Finger the same way again. Number 9, Fart Launcher. The fart launcher may seem like harmless fun for kids, but beware, it has a dark side. There have been reports of this toy possessing an evil spirit that turns the air foul and causes fear in the hearts of those who dare to use it. Legend has it that a child once received a fart launcher for their birthday and became obsessed with it, firing off farts with glee. But one day the child discovered that the toy had a mind of its own. It began firing off farts at random, even when the child wasn't playing with it. The smell was so horrible that it caused the child to vomit. As they tried to dispose of the toy, it refused to leave their grasp. They tried to smash it, burn it, even bury it, but the fart launcher always found its way back to them, its presence lingering like a bad smell. Number 8, Drippy the Runny Nose Kid. Drippy the Runny Nose Kid is a doll that can make any child feel queasy and uneasy. With a snotty nose and watery eyes, this toy may cause nightmares for some kids. The doll's nose is constantly dripping mucus, which can be seen as unsanitary and unpleasant. The liquid is stored in a container hidden in the doll's head. Ugh. One story that is circulated about Drippy the Runny Nose Kid tells of a little girl who received it as a birthday present. The girl was initially excited to play with the toy, but soon became scared when she noticed that the doll's nose wouldn't stop dripping. That night, the girl woke up to find the doll sitting at the edge of her bed, staring at her with its watery eyes. The next morning, the girl's bed sheets were soaked with a strange liquid, which she later discovered was the doll's mucus. Ugh. If you think these are disturbing, things are about to get worse. Keep watching to see what's next. Number 7, Teletubby Talking Po. When Teletubbies first debuted on television screens, children across the world fell in love with the colorful characters. However, one of these characters has gained a reputation for being unsettling and even creepy: Teletubby Talking Po. One story that's circulated online involves a family that purchased a Teletubby Talking Po for their daughter's birthday. The parents were in the kitchen when they suddenly heard the toy's voice coming from the living room. They rushed in to investigate, only to find that the toy was sitting on the couch, seemingly activated on its own. This freaked them out, but they decided to brush it off as a glitch. However, things got worse from there. They reported hearing strange noises in their home at night, and every time they checked, they would find Teletubby Talking Po sitting at a different location than where they had left it. The family eventually decided to get rid of the toy, and the strange occurrences stopped. But they couldn't shake the feeling that something was not quite right about the Teletubby Talking Po. Number 6, Boglins. Boglins are one of the most disturbing toys on the market. These rubber puppets are designed to be manipulated to make scary faces, and they can be genuinely unsettling for some kids and adults alike. But what makes Boglins truly terrifying are the stories and rumors surrounding them. One particularly disturbing story tells of a child who received a Boglin as a gift. At first, he loved the puppet and played with it all the time. But as the days went on, the child became increasingly scared of the Boglin. He claimed that the puppet would stare at him in the middle of the night, and he could feel its eyes following him around the room. Even those who don't believe in supernatural occurrences can still find Boglins unsettling. The way they move and contort their faces can be incredibly creepy. Some people have even described feeling like the puppets are alive, despite knowing logically that they're just toys. Oh man. Number 5, Little Miss No Name. Legend has it that Little Miss No Name was once a beloved doll that belonged to a little girl. The girl was known for her love of dolls. One day, while the little girl was playing in the woods, she stumbled upon an old abandoned house. Inside, she found Little Miss No Name lying on a dusty shelf. The little girl felt sorry for the doll and brought her home, where she quickly became her favorite. However, strange things began to happen. The little girl would wake up at night to find the doll sitting there, staring at her with those haunting eyes. She would also hear strange whispers coming from the doll. The little girl became frightened and begged her parents to get rid of the doll, but they refused. thinking she was just being silly. One night, the little girl disappeared. Her parents searched for her, but she was nowhere to be found. The only thing they found was Little Miss No Name, sitting on the girl's bed with a wicked smile on her face. Number 4, Poppet Pal. Poppet Pal's a toy that's designed to look like human skin with fake pimples that can be popped. At first glance, it may seem like a fun and harmless toy, but its dark reputation has caused many people to view it differently. The toy itself is made of a rubber-like material that resembles human skin, complete with blemishes and pores. Inside the toy, there are small packets of a thick, gooey substance that simulates pus, giving the toy an added level of realism. While the toy is marketed as a way to relieve stress and anxiety, some people find the idea of popping fake pimples to be unsettling and downright creepy. Many people have reported feeling disgust when they see the toy or touch it. Some have even reported experiencing nightmares and sleep disturbances after coming into contact with the toy. Starting now, things get even worse. Keep watching until the end. Number 3, Spanish Matador Barbie. Some have reported that this toy seems to take on a life of its own, moving and making noises when no one is around. What? Yeah, right. The doll's eyes are said to glow eerily in the dark, as if possessed by some sinister force. Others have reported hearing strange whispers and footsteps coming from the room where the doll's kept. Scary! A family purchased the Spanish Matador Barbie for their young daughter, who became obsessed with it. However, soon after bringing the toy into their home, strange things began to happen. The family's pets would act frightened around the doll, refusing to come near it. Eventually, the family could take no more and decided to get rid of the toy. But when they decided to throw it out, they found that it had somehow reappeared in their house the next day, sitting in the exact same spot where they had left it. Number 2, Furby. Furby, the furry electronic toy that captured the hearts of kids in the late 90s, was supposed to be an innocent and cute companion. However, over the years, rumors and stories have emerged about the dark and unsettling side of Furby. In 1999, a school in Dallas banned Furby toys from classrooms, claiming that they were a distraction and a potential security risk. Some students reportedly brought Furby toys to school and used them to disrupt class. But it wasn't just the disruption that caused concern, it was the fact that Furby seemed to be more than just a toy. Some students claimed that their Furby had spoken to them in a language they couldn't understand and had moved on its own. In 2000, a rumor began circulating that Furby toys could record and repeat conversations. The rumor led to concerns about privacy. This is so scary. Number 1, Puppet Master Action Figure. The Puppet Master Action Figure series is a collection of figures based on characters from the horror movie of the same name. One collector claimed that he woke up in the middle of the night to find one of his Puppet Master figures with its arms outstretched and its eyes glowing with an eerie red light. He thought it was a nightmare at first, but when he reached out to touch it, the figure lunged at him, its tiny hands wrapping around his neck. Another collector claimed that he had seen figures move on their own, even when they were locked away in a display case. Perhaps the most disturbing story comes from a collector who claimed that one of his Puppet Master figures had come to life and attacked him. He managed to escape, but was never able to find the figure again. Whether you believe the stories or not, you might want to steer clear of these creepy dolls. Who knows what kind of evil they might unleash upon the world? Enjoyed the video? Now watch this one.